welcome back to A Minute with Chelsea. Wow, 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 wow. We just finished hiking through Kirka National Park where we saw lots of little animals and lots of waterfalls, and we had lunch, and now it is time for us to get back on the boat and head back to Split, Croatia. On the other side of the ferry, it takes you back to like the little landing dock where everything is like gift shops and water and bathrooms, but we could not get into the bathroom. I don't know if we were using the wrong coin. It said €1. I thought we had €1. We were putting it in, it was spitting it back out. All I wanted to do was pee, and in order for it to work, you have to put the money in and then push this thing and then it lets you go through. But it will only turn the other way for free, and that doesn't get you anywhere, right? Because you exit the opposite direction, not like one big circle like a revolving door. The lady behind me was like, well, I'm gonna go, so her coin worked, and I was like, well, maybe my coin is just bad. So then Mel tried hers, and hers wouldn't work either, and I was like, what are we doing wrong? Are we stupid? Is this like a nickel instead of a dime? Like, what are we doing wrong? Thankfully, someone gave us a different coin and it worked, so we were probably using the wrong little piece of money. I don't know. Our coin said euros on them, so I don't know what we were doing that was so stupid and wrong, but whatever. We finally went to the bathroom. I said, I feel like I'm in a piss prison. This is the view from the other side, so you can see that Mel would have had to turn around to go the other way. This is the exit through the entrance. Also, if you're not teeny tiny, it's not easy to go through this because like even with my backpack on, I was like, I'm going to die here. Anyway, everyone got to finally pee, and then the buses came, so it was time to get on the bus, and I was like, everyone is exhausted. Every single person on this bus is asleep except for me. Although I think Mel is on her phone, I'm not sure. We got back to the hotel, which is the Art Hotel in Split, and we were like, should we go to the pool? Because there's a rooftop pool, and tonight is our last night at this hotel. And last night it was too late. They closed the pool at sunset, and I was like, I'm putting on my swimsuit. I don't care how tired I am. I can go sleep in a lawn chair by the pool if I'm that fucking tired. Sometimes on vacation or on trips, I will think, I really want to take a nap, and then I'm like, you know what? You can take a nap in 7 days when you get home. And some days I obviously cannot skip the nap because I have chronic illness and my body will just shut down. But I'm not missing a rooftop pool with a bartender and a view like this because I'm a little bit sleepy. I can be sleepy up there. So this is the view from the pool. There were a couple of people in the pool, but not that many. This is kind of like a frozen sangria. They called it a daiquiri. That is not a daiquiri. That tasted like wine. It tasted like fruity wine that was frozen, which honestly I liked better than the daiquiri. So I'm fine with that. It was an infinity pool, sort of. I don't really know. Mel's taking some footage from me here, and this is me trying to see what happens if you go over the edge, but it's just a bunch of lawn chairs, so nothing. I guess we were being American and everybody else was sick of us, so they left the pool because, there's like 9 of us. But you know what? I don't really care. I'll never see them again, and they've been in there all day, so they can let us have it for 20 minutes because we were only in the pool for maybe 45 minutes tops. Because then I wanted to get out. I was getting cold when the sun was going down. I went upstairs on this little spiral staircase, and this is the view. So that's the pool we were in, but this is the view from the top, which has a hot tub and all of these lawn chairs on the very, very top. Going down those spiral staircases on wet feet is terrifying. This is live photos I turned into video because I forgot to take a video, but this is my outfit for the night. We are going to walk to Diocletian's palace and have dinner. We decided to have dinner at Fig, but we needed to stop at like a convenience store, mostly because number one, I like to look for snacks. It's one of my favorite things to do when I'm not at home. Choco balls. We're also looking for little souvenirs and just to explore. We're gonna get a taxi from this little store and take us to the restaurant. I also love to look at the produce of another country. I always do. Those tomatoes had mold on them, but everything else looked beautiful and delicious. And this is like a gas station. I feel like cricks should be the next slur for white people. Also, this one, Bio Dinkle Flakes and Chocolate Fitness. Hufferflocken. I bought these Palm Bar, because they are flavored like paprika and they look like little Cheetos, and I love paprika flavor. Mel got these little vitamins that are in a doghouse, and she got some watercolors because she wanted to take them with us to the beach and use the ocean water to paint. Spoiler alert, she forgot her paints on the way to the beach the next day, but it's fine. The taxi came to pick us up, and we got in and we drove all the way to Diocletian's palace, which is an actual palace, and it is very big and very cool. They do live music here, and everyone's taking their photos, and I'll see you tomorrow for part 2.